So the Miami Dolphins also have a win total of 8.5 at Caesars, the over -135. Miami went 9-8 last year. They played the Pats in week 1 and the Bengals in week 4, Steelers in week 7, 49ers, Chargers, and Packers also on the schedule. Added, of course, Mike McDaniel after firing Brian Flores this offseason, who's still suing the team in the NFL. Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer have since brought in Tyreek Hill, acquired in a trade from the Chiefs, signed a massive 4-year, $120 million extension. They also added running backs Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, and Sony Michel to a backfield that, not exactly what Myles Gaskin was like the guy there. And Teron Armstead, a huge free agent signing from New Orleans, 5-year, $75 million contract. Teddy Bridgewater signed as the backup. Cedric Wilson added as a wide receiver. They traded Devontae Parker, lost Jacoby Brissett to free agency, and lost Duke Johnson to free agency. What's your wins over Wilson total for the Dolphins here?
7-10.
Wow.
Is that too little?
That's pretty low.
So I have them starting out the gate 0-4. So you can see those 4 losses there.
Pats at home, at Baltimore, Bills at home, at Bengals. That's not crazy.
And then I have them losing 4 in a row, weeks 12 through week 16.
All right. So then they have the Jets at the Jets week 5. I'll probably have them. I'd have them 2-3 at that point. I think they'll beat the Jets. They will definitely. The Jets are going to win some games. They're not definitely beating the Jets, right? In New York?
No, they're not definitely beating the Jets for sure.
Vikings, Steelers at home. I think they split those. So I'll say at that point you're 3-4, excuse me. At Detroit, I think that could be a loss. At Chicago, probably split those to 4-5 through week 9. Browns in week 10, I'll give them a win. So 5-5. Texans at home after the bye. That's a W as well. 6-5.
And then weeks 13 through 16, excuse me, I said 12, but 13 through 16, I have them losing all 4 of those games.
At San Fran, at Los Angeles Chargers, at Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers, at Pats, Jets at home.
So I have them beating the Patriots in week 17. I mean, just sort of must-win situation.
Wait, I think I have I have 7-10. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Maybe you could go 8-10 if you give them actually Jets at home in week 18.
8-9.
Yeah. I think this is an underplay.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they just take some massive leap forward that we're not.
It all comes down to Tua, and that's it. Like if they had gotten Deshaun Watson and he didn't have all the off-field stuff going on, he was going to start every game. I feel like 11 wins probably you feel pretty good about that. But Tua, all the concerns, blah blah blah. 7.
Yeah, if you had a Watson, take away the off-field concerns, obviously, and you had Watson. Yeah, I mean, you feel like this is a potential division-winning team because you like the coaching. And plus we don't know like how good Mike McDaniel is going to be.
Yeah,
first year head coach is tough, man.
Fun soundbite, but we don't know about the rest.
Right, exactly. So,
and let's see.
Boy.
The Dolphins they just have 1 first-round pick next year. I was just double-checking here. So, oh, no, they have 2. Excuse me. So they have the 49ers pick for the Trey Lance deal. So they have 2 first-round picks next year. So they could certainly be in the quarterback market. They could replace one Alabama quarterback with another one if they so choose, if Bryce Young has a great year, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, so they have 2 first-round picks.
If Tua takes a leap forward, this over is a slam dunk.
Yeah, that's a huge if.
Yeah, if you're not in on Tua, I mean, I think he'll definitely get better. I just don't know how great he's going to be in like year 1 of this new system. Even though McDaniel does, if the offense operates like a Kyle Shanahan offense, in theory, he's going to get plenty of guys open, get the ball to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle underneath and, end up like with a bunch of yak plays without Tua having to really stretch the field. I mean, you can make the case that it's just weird that like this team just fired another head coach and it does feel like the roster's in a pretty good spot. Like, I don't hate the roster. I mean, like you said,
the roster is amazing.
Drop Deshaun Watson on this roster, or even Mac Jones on this roster, and you're thinking double-digit wins, right?
Yeah, Jason Lancafor wrote about this on Monday. Player said he thinks going to have a good year as young player, and Tua was on the list. Yeah, he said basically what you just said. I love the track team assembled around Tua. I buy that this young QB is, in fact, the same kid who set records at Alabama. The madness of playing under dueling offensive coordinators or mystery coordinators or whatever the hell Brian Flores is trying to do on that offense is behind him. It's a fresh start under Mike McDaniel. The pass catchers will get a ton of yak. The offensive line is much improved. They will run the ball. And that's the truth. They will run it. And finally, JLC writes, Tua won't have to be super flashy to be very effective. I'd like the fit. Yep. So he's got to stay healthy. They got to lean on the run. And that doesn't change the fact that those first 4 games are brutal.
Yeah. I mean, I think Tua could be much improved, and the Dolphins could still, I mean, like there's also a path where like he's much better and they still don't win a ton of games.
Yeah. And then, so let's say he gets better, but they don't win a ton of games. Then what? What are they doing? Are they going to have to draft another quarterback? What are they going to talk themselves into? Then that complicates.
At San Fran, at LA, at Buffalo versus Green Bay, at New England is just a brutal stretch of games.
Like I had them going 1-4. They could go 0-5. I think 3 wins out of that is impossible. I could be wrong. It feels impossible.
Well, and then you also have to, like, we pointed out up at the top, like you have 2 massive, like really difficult stretches of games where it's just gonna be hard to win. And it's just gonna be hard to win many games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, what's the best case scenario? Like you said, like I don't think that I don't think 3-2 is possible out of that stretch of games. It's 4 games on the road in the winter, 2 out in LA or 2 out in California. Then you come back the next week and play in Buffalo.
So they'll probably spend the week in California after the San Francisco game.
Yeah, they'll stay out there for sure. They'll stay out there.
So
then you come back, and then all the way back across the country to Buffalo, and then you have like finally go back to Miami, and Green Bay comes rolling into town, and then you got to fly back up to New England and play the Pats on the road. Like it looks tough, man.
Yeah, they have. Trying to think, do they have extra time off? No, they don't.
Oh,
still no. So there's no like they're not playing like on a Thursday night.
And again, like they open up Pats, Ravens, Bills, Bengals.
Yeah.
They can go 0-9 in that stretch of those 2 stretches, and then it just doesn't matter what else you do.
I had them going 1-8, so yeah, but 0-9 feels like a possibility.
Yeah, it's just really tough to get them above 8.5 wins unless you think they're going to win 4.
And how long until Tyreek Hill gets frustrated?
Probably not long. You're not playing with Mahomes anymore, bro.